Hello everyone, I am your host MeleeWizard, and welcome to Let's Play Riven, the sequel to Myst. Normally, I let a game's intro play itself out before I, do my introduction to things. But given that this game pretty much sends you right in, right at the beginning, I figured I would just go ahead and get it done now. This is a game I have played, but it is not a game I have beaten. I do have a guide if I really need it, but we'll see how far I get before it comes to that. So let's just jump right on in. So unlike Myst, where you're traveling to a bunch of different worlds, in Riven, there's just the one, Riven itself. I would say something more specific about what's about to take place, but Atris is about to give us some information on that, but himself. I apologize in advance if I end up click mashing, or whatever you want to call it, but I guess that's how I do things.
Thank God you've returned. I need your help. There's a great deal of history that you should know. But I'm afraid that I must continue my writing. Here. Most of what you'll need to know is in there. Keep it well hidden. For all reasons you'll discover, I can't send you to Riven with a way out. But I can give you this. It appears to be a linking book back here to Dunny. But it's actually a one-man prison. You'll need it, I'm afraid, to capture Gan. Once you've found Catherine, signal me, and I'll come with a linking book to bring us back. There's also a chance, if this all goes well, that I might be able to get you back to the place that you came from.
And away we go. So, Gen is Atris's father. Not the best father in the world. Not father of the year material for sure. And we arrive and we're in a cage. Lovely. Ooh, a person. Actually seeing someone in full, that's something we really saw in Myst, did we?
Yo? Feriaje. Kakaware po. Modugo po men po. Tagema. Rekoa. Tagema. So rekoa. Wisirap. Umutika bukuan nai. Wisirap. Umutika bukuan nai. Bukuan nai. Wisirap. Bukuan nai. Bukuan. Bukuan. Bukuan nai.
Just like that, we lost the book. But he didn't get off scot-free either. are these people? I have no idea. But that one did set us free, but he took the book with him. So while we did lose the linking book, we still have the one little book that Atris gave us with information. I'm going to go ahead and scroll through this. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I'll leave it on every page for like a second or two, and if you want to read through it, you can just pause the video as need be and to go through it. Basically, it's pretty much just everything that's going on here in Riven and all that stuff. Also gives a bit of information regarding what happened on Mist, including our arrival. So, and of course I have to scroll all the way back to the front. There we go. Okay, so let me just... Yeah, of course it didn't save these settings. There we go. Zip mode, basically, if you're going somewhere that you've already been to, a little lightning bolt will appear and it'll take you there a lot quicker. Turn one transition into, turns like 3 or 4 transitions into one. So we have this little mantle cover and just a bunch of buttons that I don't know the combination for. That's that. I have no idea what that's for. And that does nothing, at least for now. I'm sure there are a lot of little tiny details that I'm missing, which is probably half the reason why I never beat this game in the first place. And it stuck a little thing in that lever, so no way of activating that. Not sure why I'd want to. So yeah, Riven is composed of a few different islands. There are ways to travel from one island to the next, and that kind of lends itself towards the format of this game when it first came out. When this first came out, this game had 5 CDs to it. And so I can't go that way. There's something there, but I can't get there. And we have a bunch of scarabs that have various iconography. I can only imagine that this is Gen doing his writing and whatnot. Although, based off of the background information, apparently he wasn't that good at it, because the worlds he created weren't very stable. While Riven, I want to say Riven is probably one of the better jobs he did, it's still kind of unstable, which is why Atris has to stay behind and continue writing in the book, just to make sure things don't fall apart. Yeah. And this whole thing just has a whole lot of religious symbolism to it. And all that, the writing on the walls, I have no idea what they say. There we go. And you can get a closer look, but like I said, I have no idea what that script is. I have no translation for that, so... Alright, so... Before we head over across that bridge, let's see what's down here. So we have a door that's locked. But if you just mash all over the place, you might discover that you can just walk under the door. And that's an alternate way in. Can't do anything about this just yet, but... with this handy little button, we can rotate the room. And so, though, if you didn't know, you could just go underneath that one other door down below. This function wouldn't seem to have much of a purpose, but... So, can I get in there with things as constructed? No. There we go. Zip mode helping move things along. I just wonder if I have to reconfigure those settings every time I load up the game. Get in, but that door's still locked. Okay, feels like we're on the right track. We're just not quite there yet. So we know that there's two open paths through this rotating wall. It's just a matter of which one leads to where we want to be. And that way doesn't lead, can't go in through that way. And that will likely mean going down below won't lead anywhere either, so just go ahead and rotate it again. And naturally, while the animations are going, I can't really do anything. Makes sense. Aha! We have something. That looks like the thing we saw above ground. Might as well hit that switch, and apparently... Seems like this place has a good bit of steam power to it or something. So that will looks like it'll power whatever that thing is. So that opened up something. And we have ourselves a button right here. Let's see what other pathway we can get here. And naturally, so I have to push the button probably at least 2, maybe 3 times to get another opening here. That leads to this door. So I don't know, it doesn't look like I can open this door, at least not from this end. And I don't know how much relevance this all has to the here and now, but it's something that the game is allowing me to do, so I might as well do it. Although what kind of sucks is that I can't actually see the thing rotating. Okay. So that leads back around to here. But I think there is one more thing that I can do. Because there was that one other blocked entry path from that one steam pipe that we were seeing before. So I think I had just opened up that one. And I only remember all this because I had actually tinkered around with this just to make sure that everything was working properly, and then I was just exploring things on my own, and I was kind of reminded of this. Because goodness knows I would not have remembered this going in if I hadn't. I would have already gone elsewhere, which wouldn't have been a bad thing necessarily, but I wouldn't have accomplished this stuff for whatever purpose it has. Okay. One more. How nice of these people to put buttons on most of these entrances. And oh. I thought there was another thing. But maybe I was... Oh. But it's another path from this side, so I have to... So I have to rotate it from here. I might as well do it twice. And kind of one thing that I'm kind of beating myself up over at the moment is that, or maybe, aha! Here we are. So we have that, which I don't know if that's a generator or what, and I believe these are the 5 islands. I have no idea which one we're on now. So I see a thing there, so I'm presuming that that'll extend the pathway over to here, which will likely provide a shortcut to there or what have you, but can't do anything about that now. Looks like we have another steam vent that okay, so it'll power that thing. So naturally, the switch to activate that is probably up there. So I can't really do much with that. But once I actually get there, I can do that. Yeah, and I believe this is an elevator right here. But the button is unavailable for some reason. I don't know. I don't remember where that goes, but I know it's probably somewhere I want to be. Ah, and it's another one of these things. Let's go ahead and do that. Is that something? Nope. That's not something I can do anything with. I guess I have to travel both ways legitimately before the zip path shows up. Aha. I think this was one of the ones that I had just powered up. That goes upward. And assuming that there's a path up there somewhere, but that doesn't do us much good because we can't get out. But I'm sure when we activate the path on our left, maybe it'll allow us to get around through here. Because if there's a way around back to here. Oh. There's another button from here? I didn't realize there was a button here. Might as well see what the secondary path from here is. See if it's a place we had already been to. See? Just mindlessly clicking everywhere. Sometimes it can lead to good things. I'll just definitely have to remember to grab my notes before my next recording. Oh, okay, it just leads to here. So, and that's what I thought, but it turns out I could just get there from here anyway. Anyway, head back through to here. So yeah, we can hear the steam. So we know it's set to do something. I just have no idea what that actually does. And I'm guessing that there's a combination for this, but I don't know what that combination is either. For all I know, it might be randomized from one playthrough to another. Probably not, but you never know. Alright, so... what do we have in here? Well, doesn't this look friendly? I have no idea what this thing does. Because I can hear something, but I don't know what that sound is. If you end up hitting the button first, the lever will reset itself anyway. And we have another switch, and that opens the door in there. Alright. Doesn't look like there's anything else here, and that's another place that does something. And that's the wire cage resetting itself. Still don't know what it's for, but it's a thing that exists. Just continue on downward. If there's anything special going on throughout the rest of this corridor, I have no idea what it is. And this was the room one of the surveillance cameras was showing. And that's the door we had just opened. And this looks like the other place of surveillance. If we press this button, we get our primary mode of transportation. And this is pretty much the reason why this game has 5 CDs to it. Basically, whenever you travel from one island to another, it basically tells you, look, please put in disc whatever. Definitely kind of annoying at the time, but given that this is not the original version, this is actually the Steam version, you don't really have to go through that whole transition. And that that probably closes the door. Nope, it just it turns this thing around. All right. And push the lever, and away we go. I can understand someone maybe getting motion sickness from this or something. But thankfully, the trip isn't that long. And we are on a new island. But I think I'm gonna end things off here, since we've kind of established what it is that we're trying to do here. And like I said, I've never actually beaten this game, but I do have a guide if I actually need to use it. So, I guess join me next time when we explore this island and see what all we can accomplish. So, until then, this is MeleeWizard, and have a nice day.